first Monday after the holidays is also the day that most people file for divorce. I think we talked about that. That's divorce day. People make crazy changes in the month of January. Divorce day is definitely a funny one. It's, we have all these silly international and national days. And I remember a few years ago, I looked and it was like International Divorce Day. And I was like, that's not one I think many people celebrate. Or I think maybe a lot of people do celebrate it. If you're living in a toxic marriage or if you just realize you've grown apart from somebody, it's a hard decision. And I think anyone willing to do it for their own happiness is brave. Cawfee Talk. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cawfee Talk, where the coffee's strong and the talk is real. Well, I'm going to say it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. I know we had a podcast previously from this that said I don't believe in resolutions, so we're not going to talk about that today. But I do hope you had a great, healthy, and happy holiday season. And if you are someone who believes in resolutions or just does want to start something new, I hope you guys are having a good start to it. I was scrolling the other day through Instagram, and this is one thing that I did kind of buy into. I saw that it was, we were transitioning on the Chinese calendar from the year of the snake to the year of the horse. And I said, all right, let me look into it. I was kind of curious. I don't know if you guys know a lot about this. Probably know more than me if you're listening and you do. But I thought it was a really interesting topic because the symbol of the snake, obviously a snake will shed its skin. And I think it's like a time for renewal. It's a time to let go of people and habits and start slowly making intentions for change. I also did notice that it was the year of the snake was one for fertility, so I guess I missed that one again. I don't know how many years these come through, but I missed the fertility ride in 2025. But going into the year of the horse, I found it interesting that they said you shed your skin and then you go forward. Which is what the year of the horse was about. And I can pull it up on my phone because I thought it was such a cool comparison. And I was wondering how you guys were feeling. So the year of the snake was for transformation, shedding, release, fertility, renewal, inner growth, self-improvement, flexibility, which I've learned this year, letting go of rigidity, which I've learned this year a little bit. I mean, not too much, but I've definitely improved. Dissolving illusions. I was kicked into reality as I came out into Los Angeles. Moving through fears, belonging, balance, devotion to what matters, and slow, intentional evolution. I can only relate it to myself, but I did realize this year, as hard as I work, that there was a need for balance. And I've talked about it on the podcast with you guys, that I was yearning for it, that I wanted more fun times. And as far as leaving my comfort zone, I mean, I came 3,000 miles away to Los Angeles by myself. And I am so grateful to all of you listening because you took the journey with me. Luckily, I met some great people. Kita, my podcast producer, is a friend, not just a producer that you guys hear me fight with regarding sauce versus gravy. I met some wonderful people in Los Angeles, and I grew up a lot here. It was definitely hard. I definitely had moments of feeling really lonely and very scared, straight up scared. But I did need to transform. And I think that's what the year of the snake is, right? I shed that skin. I got out of my comfort zone. I created some balance. I had to be flexible and lose some of my rigidness because 3,000 miles away and weekends in other states, and just realizing, okay, you kind of got to just go with the flow. And so now here we are, 2026, year of the horse. I don't know how that relates to you guys, but forward motion, let me tell you something. I am for that every year. I do I do want to feel like I'm making strides. That's a horse. That's a horse movement. And I'll read for you what it said about the year of the horse because I thought this was cool. It's about boldness, movement, freedom. I hope that's financial freedom. Flow, clarity, direction, intentional action, sensitive strength, sacred wildness, authenticity, which is always, rapid changes, I'm ready for them, innovation, big vision, grounded planning, leadership, courage, alignment, focus, momentum, and awakening. So on a personal level, and well, personal for me is professional, right? Comedy for me is as personal and professional as it gets. I live it, I breathe it. For me, I would have to say that authenticity is really the only way I found myself to be successful. Being honest with you guys, doing this podcast because Joey Diaz said I should be honest and real about who I am, and being the New York Italian loudmouth that I am, that's where I get the most reaction from you guys. And I think that, you know, maybe it's not about resolution, but I think it is a time of reflection. And we had a podcast about this, I think back in November, where we can look back and say, I do want to move forward. I do want to make changes in my life. I do, you know, want to start living differently. And whatever that is for you guys, I mean, I think the most common ones around this time of year are like joining the gym or losing weight, or also first Monday after the holidays is also the day the most people file for divorce. I think we talked about that. That's divorce day. People make crazy changes in the month of January. Divorce day is definitely a funny one. It's, you know, we have all these silly international and national days. And I remember a few years ago, I looked and it was like International Divorce Day. And I was like, that's not one I think many people celebrate. Or I think maybe a lot of people do celebrate it. If you're living in a toxic marriage, or if you just realize you've grown apart from somebody, it's a hard decision. And I think anyone willing to do it for their own happiness is brave. And I wish you, God, I wish you a journey that is not as painful as they normally are. So I just figured it was a good topic because it is a new year. I'm going to be spending this entire month in California, which gives me a little anxiety, but I'll have some great guests on the podcast. I hope to have a lot of great shows out here and really figure out which direction I want to go forward in. So that was really it. It's a short and sweet episode today. Hoping that you guys take into consideration, as always, what you really want, and that hopefully you can put time and focus on that. Guys, start small. You know, I think I'll leave you with this. I think I had all these big, grandiose goals for myself, right? Like, you got to just accept the small wins. You know, I did a show last Saturday at the Hollywood Improv. That Wednesday, I was at the Hollywood Improv, and it was Jay Leno and Howie Mandel and Arsenio Hall, and it was this great show, and it was sold out, 200 people, and I had this great set for 15 minutes. And then I had to go on that Saturday to the smaller part of the Hollywood Improv and do a show for 34 people. It's an intimate room. It was an intimate experience. But you know, it's like people were happy, and I say this is a motto I say for myself. You can apply it to however you want to apply it in your life. I say there are no bad shows. There are either shows where I grow, shows where I learn something, shows where maybe I don't love it, but somebody else got something out of it. And you gotta just keep moving forward. So this year, the year of the horse, I am gonna try my hardest not to dwell. That wasn't listed in any of these things that I read, but I dwell. Like if something goes wrong, I don't know how to necessarily pick myself up by the bootstraps and keep going. I am like, let me think 27 times about the one joke that didn't hit, or what I could have done better, or what's wrong, or if I should have said this to this person this way, or I could overthink myself into a full-on panic attack. I saw this thing that said, if overthinking burned calories, I'd be emaciated. But I'm gonna move forward. I just gotta stop overthinking things, and if I can't change it, just move forward. If it's not the way I wanted it to turn out, just move forward. I'm gonna be releasing the special soon. I don't know what platform it's going on, if I even love it the way I had hoped to, but I just got to move forward. It's done. I'll do another. Forward motion. It's the year of the horse. So every time I find myself dwelling, I'm going to think about this podcast episode. You guys do the same. Forward motion, guys, for all of us. Hope you have a great Monday. Hope you have a great week. And I look forward to you. I love the comments on YouTube when you guys are listening to this podcast. They're really, I respond to everybody because I love them. So make sure, you guys have anything you want to say it there. I will respond. And if you want to come see me on the road, I will be in LA all month, but starting February, I will be in Tampa, Florida. And then the tour goes on. I'm hitting Washington, D.C. again in June, which I'm really excited about. Irvine, California, Naples, Florida, Ocala, Florida, Rochester, New York, Michigan. I think I'm going to seal that deal. Michigan will be February 15th. I'm already promoting it. I'm filming this episode a few weeks early. February 15th will most likely be Michigan. Please check my schedule to see. I know you guys have requested me there for 2 years now. I finally got a date that works, and it's going to be a nice theater, about 400 seats. I know I have a big Italian American population there too. And that's it. Providence, Rhode Island. This is January. That show's in September. One of them out of the 4 shows I have is probably already sold out because you people are my people. And I love, love, love the support you guys give me there. I will see you guys. Your mugs are at tarajokes.com, and I'm going to have new merch. Look for it on my social media. Have a great day, guys. Forward motion. Cawfee Talk.